Yeah.
I have a list of questions for you because.
Can I have a random word of the day?
Of course.
I've been thinking we should do this. I just found out a word, gooch. I'm glad you didn't sip first.
Can I guess what it means?
Yeah, please.
It's just so many things running through my head right now. Because my kids the other day just watched the movie Flubber. We've been like getting them to watch like old classics, you know, like when we were around. And that was the first thing that came into my mind when you said that, like gooch. Because I'm just thinking of something like slimy and like in like, I don't know. I'm just like, it might have a smell. But then I'm also kind of thinking like with the gooch goo, I'm also thinking like Gucci. You know what I mean? So like, okay, maybe is it bedazzled? I don't know what it is. I need to know what this is.
Interesting.
What is Gucci?
So gooch.
Gooch. Why am I saying Gucci? Gooch.
So gooch, spelled Gooch.
That's exactly how I envisioned it.
This is so funny. It might be smelly. So a gooch is the area between a man's balls and his testicle. I mean his balls and his butthole.
I'm thinking this is for women. Okay,
it's for men. I mean, I guess women can have a gooch too.
Well, yeah, because we all have that space between the balls and the
right.
butthole. And when you give birth, it rips.
Right.
You don't feel it though. You do not.
I heard. When Courage was here, I was asking him, do men like to get their gooch licked?
Yes.
And he was like, and which I didn't expect him to tell me because he never tells me stuff like that. But he was like, well, yeah. He was like, first he was like, what is a gooch? And I was like, there. He said, oh, well, he all started blushing and shit. And I was like,
got him.
So he was like a couple of times, yeah. A couple of freaky girls was like, oh, you know.
I love it's the freaky girls though.
Yeah, they just kept going. And he was like, oh, what is that? And
where are you going?
But go ahead. I have something to say about it.
Oh, sorry, I burped. Sorry, I'm such a lady.
We needed some champagne though. It's been a long week.
We did. Cheers again.
Cheers.
I also taught my kids to cheers. So
you did?
Yeah,
I always teach kids to cheers. So inappropriate, but I love it. It is.
It doesn't have to be.
And cheers with anything. Broccoli. That's cheers. Mm-hmm. So what I want to say about the gooch is
it's a good thing.
That's a very particular area, right? And it's very easy to forget about, like in the shower.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because, I mean, we all...
I mean, not for us.
But I just can't see a man like making sure he takes extra care to get that space because it has folds. I'm sure it has folds, like a butthole kind of, right? Because it's folds of skin.
I watch Keon shower. We have like
so he gets his gooch.
Oh, 100%. He's also like a stickler, but like we have like two shower
Keon looks like he washes his gooch.
Oh, he picks up his balls. He gets under his balls. He gets in his butt. Yeah, no, he like really like scrubs.
He scrubs like a mama washing their baby boy.
Exactly. And I know he would love his gooch licks. I just want to say gooch now all the time. Like I want to go to Starbucks and be like, they're like, what's your name? And I'm like, gooch. Like,
gooch.
I just love that word.
It is a good word.
It's a great word.
But it does sound like it smells like it gives me truffle.
Truffle butter. That's so funny you said that because earlier they had said the word, but they're like, don't tell her what it is. And so like I knew it was going to come up, but I really didn't know what it was. And in my mind, I was thinking of truffle butter.
Very similar. Because truffle butter is in the Urban Dictionary, not in the Culinary Dictionary. Right. We know truffle butter is you know what truffle butter is, right?
Yeah, it's like the butt, right?
It's like butt juice and like, you know, sex juice.
Oh, it's a mixture.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's, because I was like, okay, so it's like pussy juice and butt juice?
Yeah, and like sweat.
Oh, okay, now you're
come. Like it's a lot.
Wow.
So I figure like the gooch would have all.
The gooch would definitely have all of that, but
the gooch. I'm sweating,
man,
and this is not the color to sweat in, but but yeah.
I just love that. But I would never announce like I'm gonna lick your gooch because that doesn't sound right.
I kind of want my gooch licked.
Right here, right now.
I kind of want
like
a little
word glizzy. Like I know.
What the fuck is glizzy?
Oh now I feel like I'm teaching you something.
Girl, give
but
it to me.
I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm still not quite clear, but I know like the younger generation is using this word, and I don't know what it is. I think it's also like a hot dog, but then it can also be like a gun. So like I'm very confused. I don't really know, but please, if you know what glizzy is in the comments, tell us, because
Kari, that's a big difference.
I know, and I'm so confused because nobody
Say it
will
in a
really tell-
sentence.
Well, okay, so I don't know if you would say like, oh, I ate a glizzy because it could be a hot dog, but then it's like I also keep my glizzies on me.
Oh, I keep my glizzy on me.
Yeah, so it could also be like I'm strapped, but then it also means like a hot dog.
And strapped could also mean a lot of things too.
That's what I'm saying. It has sexual and violent and edible tones to it, so I don't really know. I know. See, this is how you know we're getting old.
Too old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mid-20 people, mid-20s, I don't know what they are.
The new words for me.
Too much.
Yeah. We'll just fuck with gooch. Glizzy. Glizzy sounds a little. It sounds like they're reaching.
So I don't know if it came from like a rap song, but I'm just like, why are we renaming hot dogs? Hot dog sounds fine.
What made you think it was a hot dog? Who told you that?
No, someone said it could mean a hot dog. I'm telling you. Maybe they're
hot
playing
dogs
a joke
are
on
not.
me.
I feel like hot dogs are not popular enough for anybody to rename it to something hip.
I'm with you. Something that just lied to me, but I was like, a hot dog. I mean, I guess.
Or maybe like a hot dog is a gun.
That just seems like such a far reach, though.
Like a hot dog. I don't know.
So, one thing I want to ask you pertaining to your wedding, well, you kind of talked about this a little bit, but is there anything that you would have done differently? I know you said if you did it all over
Not invite
again.
those 7 people.
Never forget.
I did not do the money dance.
I thought I saw people putting money on you.
No. And the thing is, so I know that people have done it in weddings, and I don't know why. I was like, well, my family don't really do this. Bitch, you don't have a lot of weddings in your family. So I don't know what I was going by. I don't know like what I was referencing. So
There's
after
like no successful relationships in my side.
None. So Tiffany Haddish called me the next day and was like, bitch, I didn't get to give you your wedding gift. And I was like, what? She was like, because girl, yeah, we counted the cards at the end of the night. And I'm not even going to say on camera how many cards we got. I'll tell you off camera. And I was like, this is not adding up.
Oh no, we still haven't gotten you guys anything, so please believe that's coming.
But it was just crazy to me the audacity of people. One person, I just have to say this, and I don't want to out people because it's not rude. It might be a little rude, but I've had champagne. I'll blame it on the champagne. Somebody that was a party of 3 that attended the wedding.
Okay.
3 people gave us one card with $50 in it. And all of them have great jobs, money. I've known them all for at least 20 years.
Yeah.
At least. Maybe longer.
$50 fucking dollars? How's she supposed to start her life with $50 fucking dollars?
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't. Anyway, so different. Sorry to go so left field, but what I would do different is have a money dance. We had the box. He didn't make enough announcements. I was so hungry, tired, and I never got to eat because every time I put food in my mouth, somebody was in my face with a camera or a picture or a phone, and I was just like,
you really have no time.
No.
Like once it starts, everybody's trying to swarm you.
So I just kept drinking. I drank champagne all night, and then I had a cousin. My cousin's husband. He rolled me a blunt that was this. I swear, it took us like 4 days. Maybe more.
Roll one that big.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
But you needed it.
But that would be different. I would make sure I get all my coins. We are thinking about doing like a release, like a video premiere of the wedding, since it's like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Kind of like a short film, and have our like money box there.
I think that's a great idea.
Where are we gonna do it at? Anyway, we'll talk about that
you
later.
mean like a virtual money box?
No. Like in person.
Oh, like
premiere.
Like a movie premiere?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, because it's like 30 minutes, like a short film.
Yeah, and then especially like people that couldn't come.
That's what we were thinking.
Dope videos.
It's so fire.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
I will be there with the money I never had. Never donated. I don't want to be blackballed or blacklisted, I should say.
You didn't want to get an email? What happened was I was sending out thank you cards, and then when I was like, this is insane. I didn't start sending them out yet though, because I'm still a little perturbed.
You're still waiting for them to trickle in. I love it. What was the best part about your wedding?
Shantae's vows and seeing her like being so emotional.
Can I just say that was so funny, and you guys?
It was so embarrassing.
If you end up,
no, you can say it. It was
later,
so embarrassing.
It was hilarious. First of all, Shantae is hilarious. We all know she's a stand-up comedian, but like the timing of her comedy was just so perfect. And so you gave this, but I respected the fact that it was short. We don't need to hear all this stuff. We get it. You guys love each other. You're here. You spend a lot of money. We get it, right?
4 lines. It was like a haiku.
It was, but after you were done, I was like, oh, thank God, that was great. I was like so relieved. I was like, that was so perfect. And Shantae rolls out the scroll.
Literally a 4-page letter.
Literally. And I was like, oh. And then, and it was just so funny because she was like, oh, I thought we were like, I forgot what she said, but it was so funny. It has to be in the premiere of the video.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was so hilarious that she just commented on the fact that hers was so long and yours was so short.
First of all.
But when she read it, it went by fast. Like it didn't.
Yeah.
Because when people give speeches, and my husband was just talking about this the other day. So we went to my mom's graduation. My mom graduated from homeopathy school. Why do people feel the need to have these long, drawn-out speeches?
I can't. I don't have the patience.
Anything, especially graduations.
Anything.
Like
I wanted my wedding to be 15 minutes. Like I timed it. I remember one time I sat through a wedding that was like an hour and 20 minutes, like the whole wedding. And I was sitting there like, are you fucking kidding me? We were so hungry.
Yes, like get to the party. We all came for the party.
We came for the party. Like we could have had the ceremony with no one there, just our witnesses, and called it a day and just had a reception. So
but it was really beautiful, like seeing you come down the aisle, seeing her come down. Like it was very touching. I'm not sure the woman's name who was singing, but like
Tish. Hi, Tish.
Phenomenal to the point where I didn't even realize someone was singing. I thought it was because at first we thought they were like behind, so we didn't look to see that they were in the front.
Yeah. And
so then when we finally all like turned our attention that way, I was like, oh my God, this is someone like singing live. Like she sounded phenomenal.
We went to. This whole episode is gonna be my wedding. I'm sorry,
No,
y'all.
we can skip. Once you say what you have to say, we can.
We're gonna okay. Yeah. Me and Tish went to not even school together. We just known each other from New York. I used to host Tuesday night temperamental shout out open mic club on Tuesdays, and she was a singer and a rapper. So I would always bring her up, and we just got really cool from then. And it was a lesbian thing. And it was every Tuesday. I did that for like 5 years. And when me and Shantae have a lot of mutual friends.
Oh, that's crazy.
So weird from never even knowing each other. It's the weirdest thing. But when Tish found out, she was like, oh my God, I have to sing at you guys' wedding. But you know, bitches in Hollywood say anything, right? I was like, yeah, right, girl. Mm-hmm. And I hit her up like, you still? And she was like, yes, bitch. And I couldn't believe it. Like even the day of, like while everyone was waiting, we were up. She was calling me like, I don't know where to go, what to do. Because she didn't come to rehearsals. It was just a fucking hot mess, but it worked out. Thanks, Tish.
No, it really did. And she, like, her voice is so unique.
She's amazing.
Yeah, and she has a very, like, New York look to her. Too.
Yeah, and sound.
Yeah, like, she sounds like, it's, like, beautiful but raspy, but at the same time, she'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like, all those things. Okay, we're going to skip past all of my wedding questions because that's neither here nor there. I do want to talk about your bachelorette party, though. I didn't realize how long your tongue was, but I was like, whoa, it's very Cardi B.
Wow.
But I have to say, well, one, I hadn't been to a bachelorette party in a long time. I hadn't realized, and maybe it was because of COVID, how I hadn't been to a wedding in a very long time.
Yeah, same.
The last time I was at a wedding, Keelan had just been born. Like I was still nursing him. So that was like, 7 years ago or something like that. So anyways, your bachelorette party. I want to say a couple things. So Christina and I guess to people's standards, we showed up early, but we were there. I think it started at 5.
Mm-hmm.
We were there at 6:30, and we were the second guest to arrive. We were then not prompted. We completely offered to help set up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Thank you.
Huh?
Thank you.
Of course. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. It was just so funny to me because now I see memes all the time of like any ethnicity, any party of any ethnicity is like, you show up, quote unquote, on time and you're going to be part of the setup crew.
Absolutely.
And I was like, I don't know what time to arrive at things. I'm so confused. My white side is like, I don't even know what to do. I'm thinking I'm late. Oh my God. So anyways, we're blowing up balloons. I'm in like, not a cast, but I had my leg like wrapped up or whatever because I just had a vein removed. And it was really no big deal at all. But I did not know there was a pool there. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, what is it with black people and not telling you that there's a pool? They do not care about pools.
They don't, because you see, no one cared. Like my drunk ass was like, first of all, we got kicked out of the Airbnb, right?
What? Before you talk about that, because that is hilarious and I did not know that. I didn't realize how much fun you were.
Oh, I'm a good time.
I know you're fun, but we've never actually partied together. And I was like, oh my God, this is a whole different woman. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're like the life of the party.
I love to party.
Yeah, I was just so, I mean, I love to party, but you were like phenomenally fun, singing, dancing. Like it was just so great to be in your presence. And I also was like, God, like I need to kick it up a notch. Like I thought I was fun. I was like, oh shit.
No, I felt like I was giving really too much, but I was so happy. No, like I was overjoyed.
And it was about you.
Yeah.
And the theme was Beyonce, cowgirl. Like it was just so fucking cool to see people in chaps. Like it was just so different. Cowboy boots, like cut off shorts. Like it was just perfect.
It was cute.
So,
yeah.
It was tons of fun. But I'm sorry, what happened? You got kicked out?
As we were actually leaving, because we booked it as an Airbnb so that way if anybody had too much to drink, they could stay the night. Or if anybody just wanted to, because a lot of my friends came from the East Coast. I feel like we've been looking at it this way the whole time. A lot of my friends are from the East Coast. So we wanted to make it so that if anybody needed or wanted to stay the night, they could. I was going to stay the night, but I just like to sleep in my own bed. So even as intoxicated as I was like, I'm going home. Yeah. So we started cleaning up. We cleaned up everything spick and span. We were loading the cars.
What time is this, you think?
I'm going to be honest and say I have no idea. I want to say it was around midnight.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
It was not later than midnight, for sure.
That's not bad at all.
And like I said, we cleaned up spick and span, like everything, even decorations, everything was put up, food in the car, everything. And the owner started yelling at us through the Ring cam. And he was like, get the fuck out of my fucking house.
Oh my God.
And yeah, exactly. So I was like, what is the problem? And he was like, I don't have to talk to you. You didn't book this.
Oh my.
And what's crazy is my best friend booked it, but she went home. She left early because her daughter was sick. Yeah. They flew and my god baby got sick on the plane. So she was like, well, I gotta go home. My daughter's sick. And I was like, I get it, girl. And she wasn't feeling too hot either. So she went back and we were trying to call her and she wasn't answering the phone. She had fell asleep. So he called the cops. Yes, girl.
First of all, it just felt like no matter what he was watching, because there was cameras everywhere. Like, even inside, right? I think, or was it
I can't recall. I just remember outside, but there were a lot of cameras outside.
A lot of cameras, and like the garage was like sort of like blocked off. So it was almost weird. Like we kind of joked that like maybe he was in there like watching the cameras, but it was just like a very like unwelcome vibe.
Yeah. And the cops came and he lied and told the cops that he had canceled the reservation 4 days prior. It was an absolute lie, because number one, we needed the lockbox combo from him the day of.
You would have never been able to get in.
Right.
And
but
every time you ring the doorbell, it went to him. So he
But
would have been shut that
we
down.
couldn't get in touch with my best friend who had the confirmation email to prove to the cops because she was knocked the fuck out. And I'm yelling at them like, why wouldn't I was already home. I didn't even know the cops came till I got home. And yeah, so they had to leave. And Airbnb did not give us our money back. And that room was almost $800.
Unprofessional.
It was almost $800 for one night.
Oh my god, that's absolutely ridiculous.
I
He
also
let you guys go that entire night. So he had cameras everywhere. You're telling me you just call the cops when you're packing up? Get the fuck out of here.
I also think that if he saw the cameras, we were flashing each other.
He was over there jerking
But there's
off.
nothing illegal about that. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, even if the music was too loud or we were too loud, because the music was inside. If anything, we were just us out in the pool. Because we eventually went to the pool.
Yeah.
Were you still there? I think you left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was still there.
So I think we were just probably too loud, singing, talking, whatever. But just tell us to be quiet. You don't kick us out and call the cops.
Well, and it seems to me like he's probably trying to make a show for his neighbors because that's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's absolute bullshit. There's cameras everywhere. He saw the whole thing.
Interesting.
But
F Airbnb too. For that.
oh no, our house had flooded at one point, and so we had to go stay somewhere else. And for some reason, well, stupidly in our insurance, we didn't have like money allotted for if we needed to stay at a hotel or something. And so I had to like book this Airbnb like close by our house. Keon was traveling at the time, so it was just me and the kids. And then like a bunch of our shit because we had to pack up like everything in our house. And this one Airbnb had roaches in the microwave.
No.
First of all, to survive a microwave is extremely difficult. Right. Roaches are gonna outlive us because they can survive anything. But that's a big fucking deal. And I like wrote to them and everything, and I was like, this is absolutely disgusting. So I had to leave in the middle of the night because I was like, I'm not allowing my kids to be here. Like, it was so difficult. There was like stairs, so then I had to like move all our stuff back out of it. It was a nightmare, and it was just me by myself, and they never gave me my fucking money back. Yeah, so fuck them.